Welcome to ChinaHorticulture.net. In this tutorial, we'll quickly look at projects and areas of projects. One of the first things you want to do when you start using ChinaHorticulture.net is to set up and define projects and their associated areas. You have to be logged in, and if you go to the project area, you will see My Projects. These are projects we have inputted for this demo, but you can add a new project, you can add multiple projects. Normally you have hundreds of projects, and for each project there will be various different layers or levels or areas of those projects. We have two main types of project. The first are my own projects, which are private and only I see, and the second, which you see down here, are what we call team projects. These are set up by our system administrators and basically define teams of groups, normally within one organization or maybe between client designer type groups, and this enables people to share the information in their lists within a group, but not to everyone. So again, my project's private, team within a team. Now, the structure of this is quite simple. You have projects, and below you will see a line, and there will be an area. In this case, we've defined it, we've called it the west area or the north area. So if I click Lake Project, you will see on the right-hand side, this is highlighted, project name Lake, and here it's highlighted Lake. And you can see information on it. This you all define yourself when you start the project and when you add areas to the project. You can edit this project, you can delete the project, and you can add new areas to this project. So let's say we wanted to add another area called the east area, east side, and we can give that a size as well. So now you will see west, north, and east. Very simple, and you can have many areas. Now, areas can also have sub-areas. So for example, in the west area, we've set up the front entrance and the road. Then I can click that, and I can see the project, Lake Project here, and west area. And I could also click into that, and you will see the logic. And I believe we can have up to 6 levels of sub-areas. So that's very straightforward. And basically it works in the same way excuse me, as the team projects. You set them up in the same way. Now there are a few things which you need to be aware of here. Your idea for building projects is so you can add plants to them, and plants get added and information on the projects get added always at the lowest level. The idea here, if you move information or delete an area and you want to migrate that information to another level, it's all done on the lowest level, and it enables us also to calculate, for example, how many plants from here and how many plants in here are in here, and this plus this equals to the top project. So, I mean, just remember, everything goes in, all your plants go into the lowest level. Don't worry, it sounds a bit confusing, but it's, once you start using it, it's very simple to understand. Okay, now the only other thing I can show you in this is, for example, if I want to delete this area, it will ask me, do I want to delete that whole area? And I can delete that and all that information will be lost. Or I can actually migrate that area to another area. In this case I can't because there are no matching areas. I first have to actually remove that from the bottom. And you see here I can move it to now the road. So there are ways of moving this migrating this to something on the same level. You first have to delete everything in the bottom before you can delete what's above. I think that's about it. So do please set up quite a few projects and make sure they have areas and sub-areas. Please do try and define the type, the location of the project as accurately as possible, because things like hardiness and warnings are based on that. Also, please try and define the sizes within it correctly, because if we're doing any cost calculations, those sizes will be taken into account. Okay, thank you.